channel. For those who don't know, my name is Tricia, and for those who are back, welcome back, my loves. Hello, hello, hello. So, it's the end of the year. I honestly feel like this year flew by in about 2.5 seconds. I feel like no one warned me that this was coming, even though it happens every time. I'm still shocked. And so I spent the last couple days kind of just like sitting down and just like processing everything that's happened the past year. And a whole fucking lot has happened this past year. Like, bruh. Well, firstly, I want to start off by saying happy holidays, and I hope you guys had a great Christmas. I had a really good Christmas because my roommate, she's Dominican, and so if you don't know, they celebrate their Christmas on Christmas Eve. So I got a double whammy of Christmases. So I had a Christmas dinner on Christmas Eve, and then I took her to my aunt's house and we had Christmas dinner on Christmas Day there. So that was really fun. And so I figured I'll show you the things I got for Christmas. So this Christmas, I honestly kept it really simple. I just really wanted things that can support the intentions I have going into the new year. So I asked for just self-care things. So that's exactly what my family did. So I got a bunch of skincare. I really want to try this Korean skincare brand, Cosrx. I really don't know how to say it, but look, it's this one. You've seen it before, that one. You've definitely seen this before. I have really been wanting to try these products for a minute, so I was like, Christmas is here, why not have my family buy it for me? So I did that. So I got the hyaluronic acid intensive cream, it's just a night cream. Got the green tea aqua soothing gel cream, it's just like a lighter cream that I'll probably use this one in the daytime, and then the intensive cream at night. I got this super vitamin E and hyaluronic acid like serum that I got. We're waiting on the cleanser that I ordered from the same exact brand. And then I also got this tea tree toner, but it's for your body. So my body's been like, not scarring per se, but like since I just came back from Costa Rica, and I even noticed last summer, which is the first time this happened, but when I get mosquito bites, they leave marks now, which never used to happen. And it's not like insane marks, but it's enough for me to notice, and I don't like that. So I'm gonna try this, which I saw someone recommend on TikTok. I don't remember who. If I can find the user, I'll just tag her. I'll like put her in the description box or either like on the screen somewhere. But it was a Black creator, and she said that this was like her holy grail. So ordered this. Oh, I'll show you. There you go. Yeah. So this one is the Body Shop Tea Tree Skin Clearing Mattifying Toner. So that's her. So we got those. I got these two like cute little candles. Like, are you obsessed? I'm obsessed. And they smell so good. I got an Apple Pencil so I can continue doing things with my iPad that I want to do going into the new year, which I'm not speaking about right now, but this is great. I got this Lululemon top because we're going to start a fitness journey of some sort. It's not going to be intense at all because I really don't like working out in like the typical sense of the word. Like I don't like going to the gym or things like that, but I'm gonna start doing some little things, so cute. And then I got, because my family and friends know me, books. Lots and lots of books. I'm so excited. So the first one is Parable of the Sower by Octavia E. Butler. Excited for this one, very excited for this. Before We Were Wicked by Eric Jerome Dickey. Never read this author before, so looking forward to it. And then, I'm sure you guys know these books. Michael A. Singer, The Untethered Soul, and The Surrender Experiment. So very excited for both of these. And then I got these earrings, these pearls, and they say sterling silver because I'm a silver girly. Even though I'm wearing gold earrings now, I think silver looks better on my skin tone. I think gold, it's okay. Like right now, it's like she's cute, she's whatever, but I think my tone is a little cooler. So I just like silver, so yeah. So yeah, those were my gifts, and I love Christmas. Now, moving on. So yeah, it's the end of the year, and we just had a new moon at the end of the year too, and the new moon was a great time to kind of like set intentions and manifest and all that stuff. But I used the new moon that just happened as a means to kind of take note and acknowledge all the things that I've accomplished and done and the ways I've grown and progressed throughout the year, and to express gratitude for those things. And so what I did was I literally went through my journal, and I went from the beginning of January to now, and I went and saw like everything that I've done, all the things that I've learned, the lessons that I took heed to, or the things that I've applied just each month. And I feel like a lot of times you feel like if you're not seeing results in a tangible way, you feel like you may not be accomplishing as much. But when I went through and did this, I was like, holy shit, I've really like grown so much, and I've leveled up in a way that I set the intention to last year, but didn't realize that I did it until going back through my journal notes and seeing how much I've done and grown. And so that's really cool. And I feel like honorable mention is that this year I was kicked out of therapy. I wasn't kicked out, but my therapist, she felt like I got to a point that I didn't necessarily need her to kind of deal and process the things I was going through anymore, because I'd come to the sessions and be able to process everything on my own without her input. So she was like, well, I don't really think you need me anymore. And I was like, but I do, because you're my bestie. And she was like, we're not friends. And I'm like, please. But she slowly discharged me, and I was really nervous about that at first. But after doing this exercise and kind of going through each month and seeing the things, like seeing how I've processed things and seeing when I was upset, how I was able to self-soothe on my own without any assistance or guidance, just with the tools that she taught me, just felt very rewarding. And I'm very grateful that I was able to apply the things I learned. And I feel like to say therapy works, and if if you've been contemplating it or wondering if you should even consider it, I'm 1,000% a therapy advocate. All my friends will tell you, my family will tell you. I just feel like therapy, you may think you know everything about yourself, and that may be true, but you may not have all the tools that you need to get to the place that you want to be mentally and emotionally and spiritually. So love my therapist. Look into therapy if you're into that. But that was a big indicator in my journal, like looking back over the months, of how far I've come and how much I've been able to get through, not on my own, but like by my own means. So that was really exciting to see. So I really wanted this video to be a reflection, yes, a check-in, yes, but more so an acknowledgement of all that I've accomplished this year. And I feel like going into New Year, like we're always focused on putting all of our energy into the things we want to see next. And don't get me wrong, I did the same thing. Like I made my vision board. I have my intentions for what I want to do going into the next year, but I really thought this year was important to acknowledge and really appreciate the things that I've done for myself in this past year. And based on going through my journal and seeing all the things that I've done, the things that I've learned, the things that I've accomplished in like the physical world, but also like mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, it's a big deal. And I think that it's important for you to take that time to do that. I feel like it's kind of like showing yourself that you're grateful for all the work that you're putting in. It's like validating yourself. You're doing all this for what? It's so you can sit back and enjoy it, acknowledge it, and be grateful for yourself for committing to making these changes and then seeing them through. So if you have the time, if that's something that interests you, I would definitely recommend it, because it really just made my heart feel so full. As I was like writing everything out, I felt so full knowing that I did this because I set my mind to it and it worked, you know? So love that for me, and love that for you if you go ahead and do it. But after I did that reflection, it kind of allowed me to really hone in on the things that I do want to accomplish in the next year, or like the intentions that I wanted to set for the next year. I just feel like next year for me is really going to be about self-care in every sense of like the phrase, in terms of new routines, not new routines, but consistent routines, in terms of new skincare. I recently got off birth control, and so my hormones have been very different than they usually are. I've literally been on birth control for since I was 16. And I'm 25, so 9 years, going on 10 years. And I just felt like it was time to get off. I don't know, 10 years is a long time to be having hormones pumped through your body that aren't natural. So I'm off, and my skin has been adjusting to that. This was a great time for me to learn more about skincare, learn more about the things that work for my skin, and really invest in my skin, invest in my skincare. And I've always really loved my skin, and I still do love my skin, but I just want to make sure that it's looking the best that it possibly can. So the skincare routine is going to be a really big thing for me, hence the products that I got for Christmas. So I decided to give myself some words or themes, if you will, going into the new year. And I can add more if I want, I can replace if I want. This is not concrete because I'm human and things may change. But for right now, going to the new year, my words of the year will be discipline, consistency, and trust. And those were 3 things that I noticed that I wouldn't necessarily say struggled with, but she wavered a little bit. With discipline and consistency, obviously with routines, with even like my YouTube videos, with things like I said I wanted to do, and I would start, I'd fall off for a bit, then I'd come back. If I want to see certain things progress at the rate that I would like and that I imagine, discipline and consistency are a big factor of that. And so I'm going to this new year knowing that that's something that I really want to commit to and apply in my daily life, from my routines to eating habits to, you know, balancing out my personal time and my social time. Boundaries, like all of that will play a part in discipline and consistency. As for trust, it was pretty similar. It was like I'd have these waves of there's not a single doubt in my mind of what I'm working toward, why I'm doing it, and who I'm doing it for, which should be me. And for the most part, it is me. But then there were those moments where my intrusive thoughts would come in, and I started to question myself and question my path and question what I'm even doing. And that's, yes, it's normal, but I would be really hard on myself and get really frustrated with myself when those thoughts came in. But then I would just use my self-soothing tools, and I'd ground myself again and be like, relax, it's fine. We all have intrusive thoughts, it's okay. But I really want to work on trusting myself even through those, you know, self-doubting moments. And so I really want to create self-soothing habits that would directly target those intrusive thoughts. So that's kind of my game plan for that. And yeah, I feel like it's pretty easy to be hard on yourself when you start to have those thoughts, and it's very easy to kind of like go down the rabbit hole, but kind of like reminding myself that all of my feelings are completely valid. There really isn't a negative feeling, they're just feelings. They don't define me, and just reminding myself that if I just allow myself to feel it and I try to fight it or like diagnose it or like delve into like what this could possibly mean and where it's coming from, just allowing myself to feel it and letting it pass, it would be a lot less intense, I feel like, and it would be a lot less difficult for me to bring myself back to kind of like my center of knowing that I trust myself and I'm doing what I'm doing for a reason, and I know why I'm doing it, and nothing else or no one else's opinion or perception of my process or my journey matters. So, and trust is a really big word for me this year too, because I have a really strong intuition. But the problem that I find myself facing is that every time I get a download or every time I get a feeling or anything, instead of just like paying attention to that feeling or like focusing on that thought itself, I try to unpack all the reasons it may be there instead of just taking it at face value as for what it is. And 9.5 times out of 10, my intuition is completely correct. That's where trust is also going to come into play in this new year. Just trusting my intuition, trusting my gut, and trusting that it's leading me exactly where I need to be led. So yeah. My words of the year for 2023 are discipline, consistency, and trust. 2022 was crazy, not gonna lie. It was a pretty crazy year. But I've done so much. I've gotten so far. I have an apartment. I've traveled. I've shot magazine editorial. I've done a lot, and I know there's so much more that I want to do, and I'm very aware of that, but I'm spending the next couple of days to focus in and really just appreciate all the things that I have done and all the things that I have to be grateful for in my life, in my support system, in my family, my friends, and the privileges that I have, like being able to have my own home and things like that. So I guess that's my tip to you. My tip to you is to, yes, get excited for the new year, but also just take in all the things that you were able to see, to feel, to experience, and to live through in 2022. Yeah, I wanted to thank you guys for being with me as long as you have so far. I'm coming up on a year of having a channel in March, which is crazy to me, and I'm honestly just excited to see what this next year brings for us. You know what I mean? So I love you guys so much. I really appreciate the support. Those of you who are subscribed and have your notifications on, I appreciate you guys watching my videos, commenting, DMing me, and just I feel your love, and I hope you feel mine back. So thank you so much. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the holidays. Have an amazing, beautiful new year. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Happy New Year.